teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last season's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Auburn's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Davis. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a big gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Inside the 45. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
And nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And here's the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Back to pass. It's Davis, who makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes offense gets their first crack now. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Going absolutely nowhere will be a loss of one. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Gets loose. They escape one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he goes nowhere. Stopped full behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's Davis. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside, created enough space back to the inside, and there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush gets home.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Well, way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem. They
trapped him for a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting ripped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Cage will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Handoff for the single back to the 45.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And now the running back's got it again.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. He's running out of time here. He'll adjust as he throws the ball.
What in the world is going on with the pass protection today? That was almost the third sack and still the first quarter. Maybe slide protection or call some screens, maybe play action, anything to try to help this quarterback out.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Running back grabs it on a screen. What a move, and he's free. And they've got him.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator going with the screen, and the timing could not have been any better. Quarterback senses the blitz, kind of baits that linebacker, floats it over top of him, and gave that running back plenty of room to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback pulls the ball to keep it. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Auburn in the lead as you break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it, start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Miami, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Set up with a PAT. And it's up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Looking to pass, it's Davis. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. He's found some room at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to throw it on first down. He'll throw it now. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of it.
Looking to throw yet again. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The pocket breaking down. What a catch! They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
And the back now goes in motion. Bringing pressure. End zone ahead. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get it.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Testing the right side here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Heading left after the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
and 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trapped again in the pocket.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The shotgun handoff here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The throw, it's Davis. He's hit just before the throw. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. You don't see an elite defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. They'll try a pass here. That's made at the sidelines, and that gain is enough to move the sticks. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Scanning the field, it's Davis. Looking right, this one caught. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Contact as he threw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Now to try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He finds his man. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give you...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Canes will line up to kick it away. Back out to punt for the fourth time today. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Davis. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
There's contact on the throw. Lofted it in there, but it falls incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to the left. Makes the grab. A chance to score. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking to throw. It's Davis. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Escapes the pocket. And out for the first, but it's still going. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Wideouts now clustered. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind.
Touchdown, Canes. Add 6 more points to the total.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's a good. There. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They're going to run it. Breaks an open space. Solid gain then. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit hard.
Blitz and a quick sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
First down loss at 2nd and long from the 23. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Davis. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's some Pre-snap movement, back in motion. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Davis. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback. In this playoff game, deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Back in motion now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looks left and finds his target there. They pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 25. Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Now here's the toss play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Dropping back, it's Davis. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Canes will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And here's the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Davis. Looking to scramble. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This to build the lead to 6 here in the 4th quarter. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stopped him short of the 1st down.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The Hurricanes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Caught near the sticks. And Smith refusing to be stopped in this play. Touchdown, Miami. Way too much speed on that play. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Grinding away on the ground. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead, you got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
First down. They're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Good job here by this quarterback to avoid the sack. Does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield, just unable to make that connection on the throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Could take it all the way. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Davis. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. New set of downs after that completion. A direct snap. First down, looking for more now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Chris, I got to tip. This quarterback, I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the fourth time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead. Gains 3 after that miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. It's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The chance to advance to the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Davis. Looking for a late, deep throw. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away to secure the victory. They'll feed the back again. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Canes.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point is up and good. So the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Dropping back, it's Davis. Looking for his back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Pressure is coming. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
He's running out of time here. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, then he just takes a knee. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Auburn.